Well, the U.S. House Subcommittee on Africa, Global Health, Global Human Rights and International Organizations held a hearing Thursday on Africa's current and potential famines and how similar crises could be prevented in the future. VOA digital journalist Salem was there and now joins me to tell us more about it. Salem, welcome to Africa 54.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we hear of these hearings all the time. We just wanted to share with us what came out as different, as kind of standing out of this hearing.
So the key takeaway from yesterday's hearing on Africa's preventing famine in Africa is that in May, the U.S. passed $1 billion for famine relief and to the omnibus appropriation bill led by Congresswoman Karen Bass and Congressman Chris Smith. This is a significant move. It was praised by a lot of Congress people there, but you know, proposed budget cuts are very uncertain. You can feel the mood in Congress and a lot of humanitarian organizations. Three witnesses talked about how you know the money gets to the people who need it most. At the moment, we are seeing this is a food crisis since World War II, the worst food crisis since World War II. Three main countries have been affected: northeastern Nigeria, Somalia, and South Sudan. Famine has been declared. And so, you know, how does this money get to the hands of the people who need it most at the moment?
And that is the issue, because the U.S., of course, is known, and many are grateful that it's the biggest contributor, especially to this kind of aid. The issue is, are there proposals to give more money, or is it just more about making sure that money reaches those who need?
That's right. Problem. And also the 2018, from this administration, the 2018 budget cuts also paint a grim picture for, you know, the USAID, which is the U.S. development agency that facilitates these, you know, how the money gets to the people who need it most. And so 31% is proposed to consolidate with the State Department. But from what I talked to, you know, Congressman Smith said, you know, this is just a blueprint. You know, it's just overblown. It goes through a lot of, you know, checks and balances, and Congress makes sure that it passes.
But still, there are thoughts like, even with the cuts, if the available funds can be channeled effectively, they can do the job, as opposed to just, you know, throwing money out there that doesn't help anybody.
That's one aspect of it. And aside from funding, you know, what's happening on the ground is there's a lot of obstacles even humanitarian organizations are undergoing. In fact, one of the witnesses, the testimonies that was there from humanitarian organizations' perspective is that countries that are affected by the drought, like Ethiopia, the Horn of Africa, there's a lot of problem when you speak out, he said, as, you know, humanitarian people. When they speak out, you know, they get retaliation from governments sometimes. You know, visa is not issued, movement is not allowed to cover these issues. And so the people suffer. And conflict, of course, is the major reason why.
Yeah, we know what's happening in South Sudan especially, and the denial party just drives me nuts.
That's right.
We hope for the best. Thanks a lot for sharing this with us. Well, that is VOA digital journalist Salem.